outside, and it is very, very therapeutic being around nature, but also doing something that I love doing. And you're eating outside, but you're also surrounding yourself by nature, and you're still getting your self or giving yourself natural vitamin D, because there's a lot of people that do lack vitamin D. So when you're outside, you're getting that natural vitamin D. But please, when you're doing these activities, besties, please wear sunblock, and please bring some, because sunblock can last for a couple of hours, so you always have to reapply it. So yeah. Hi besties, welcome to You Against You podcast, and I'm your host, Deja Nicole. So in today's episode, which is season 3, episode number 30, I'm going to talk about things that you can do to romanticize the summer season. Now, before I start today's episode, besties, I'm so sorry that I have not been consistent with my podcast, but I am planning to finish out the last 3 episodes of season 3 in this month of June, so we can start season 4 mid-July, which July is my birthday month, but yeah. But anyways, I will be talking about all of that in a weekly update, so yeah. But like I said, today's episode is all about things that you can do to romanticize your summer, and to just make your summer season your summer, and to feel like you're a Pinterest girly during the summer season, like you having your Pinterest boards come true. But if you're new to You Against You podcast, hello, my name is Deja Nicole. I'm the host of this lovely podcast that you're watching or listening to on whatever streaming platform that you listen to your podcast. And my podcast is basically about wellness and lifestyle, mental health related. And yeah, I created this podcast almost 3 years ago, and I'm continuing it, but I just haven't been consistent. But hi, my name is Deja Nicole, and welcome to You Against You podcast. But let's just get into the weekly updates of today's episode. So, first of all, we're going to talk about mental health checkup. So, my mental health has actually been great since I actually quit my job last month. I quit my toxic job last month, which was very, very healing for me and very, very motivating for me to do, and something that I wanted to do. But I did have a plan, but I threw the plan out the window when shit happened, and I was like, I can't deal with this BS no more. So yeah, I quit that job. I'm doing babysitting on the side, and I am working on my debut novel. Hopefully it will be out this fall. That's my goal, and I'm planning to start a series on my main TikTok, and hopefully will be consistent with both posting on my YouTube channel, podcast, and social media. So trying to get in back of the grooves of things, even though it's been weeks now, but I am about to glow up within and outside and within myself. So yeah, and I'm creating a whole TikTok series on how I'm going to become my better self, especially that I'm turning 23 next month. So yeah, but I've been actually great. I am doing things that I want to do and love doing, and getting back into the habit of doing things that I never had the time, and actually falling in love to do things. It actually took me a while to do this, because I did had a episode recorded for episode 30 for season 3, but I just didn't like it, so I never posted it, and I just fell out of me podcasting for a bit. And the same thing just with content creation as a whole. So I will be getting back into that. I'm planning to record a YouTube video this week, not posting anything yesterday nor tomorrow, but I'm just have a whole plan on how I can get back into loving content creation. Starting out slowly, but mentally I'm doing great. Me, other ways of mental health, I am going out more. I'm reading more, I'm writing, I'm working on my book more. I'm actually going to promote more this summer, So just keep making short form content of that and promote my book on my Instagram on my author page. So that is like me. It's just getting back into the groove of things. And season 4, I'm gonna give y'all like a little sneak peek on what season 4 is all about, because season 4 trailer will be out probably 2 weeks before, a week before the first episode is posted, or 2 weeks before the episode is posted, because it's going to be out the last week of July, and I'm planning it now. I want to get my hair done so I can do the cover and all, but I'm getting crochets in, so it'd just be lovely. But season 4 is all about this era. It's called ... So, when I started using a topic for my podcast, for season 1, I didn't really use a topic. It was just, let's see how this podcast is going and see what should I do for the next future seasons. Season 2 was all about healing era, right? Season 3 is all about romanticizing era, right? Season 4 is you basically discovering yourself era. But everyone has a different era in their life, and everyone is always in a different season in their life. So I'm like literally touching like based on every season and like season 4. So I have good episodes planned out for that, so you don't want to miss that. But that's basically what season 4 is going to be about. This era is called ... And whatever that episode is titled, it would be like this area, like not area, but this era, semicolons, and then the rest of the episode title. And that's what is basically, that season for today's episode is for that season, for season 4. So stay tuned for that when I have the trailer, the cover art reveal, and all of that. But that's basically what season 4 is going to be about. This era is called ... because everyone's in a different season in life. So, yeah. But quote of today's episode is, beauty begins in the moment you decide to be yourself. And this quote can really resonate with anyone, because we are in a world that we have to follow trends. We have to follow trends that's on social media, beauty trends, fashion trends, all of that. But why not just start our own trend just for ourselves and let that trend tell people that we have started with ourselves that this is who I am. So I don't really like following trends. I might follow trends for this and that, but I'm not really like a big trend follower. I would love to set a trend, because I like to be a leader, so a trendsetter, but I'm not really like a trend follower. So yeah. So again, the quote is, beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself. The affirmation of today is, I'm a badass with a good heart. And then journal prompt is, what do you like to do, or not to do, but what do you like about the summer season? So not to do in the summer season, but what do you like about the summer season? And my answer to that journal prompt is that because my birthday month is in the summer, July 6th, that's what I like. When I was younger, I loved summer just because I went to like the water parks and pools and stuff, with my friends, and it was always like slumber party season, I would say, when I was younger, because my birthday was in the beginning of July, like 2 days after 4th of July. So it was either like, because I live close to Fort Campbell, here in the borders of Tennessee and Kentucky. So it was also like a carnival affair that happened on post. So when I was younger, it was like, oh, it's fair season, we're going on post to go to the carnival. Then 3, whenever we go, because the carnival was like July 2nd to like July 6th or July 5th, it'd be like my birthday soon. So it's like I'm making a birthday list. And like I'm like, it's my birthday. As an adult, I don't like the summer. I like my hot girl walks though, but sometimes it's too hot to do my hot girl walks. And lately it has been cloudy, it has been raining this summer, and it's just like, nah. But to be honest, what I like about the summer as a 22-year-old woman is that I can literally read outside, like romanticize it however I want. I can read outside. I love like taking a blanket or a towel and going outside to read. I can just start a new project. I can literally make a playlist, make a vision board or whatever, just to romanticize it. And because also it's my birthday month, or my birthday season, I would say, and Cancer season is at its peak, I know that I'm going to involve my best during the summer because of my birthday month and my zodiac sign season, which is Cancer. So I love the summer because I'm a summer baby, and I would love to just go where there's water, even though I don't know how to swim, but it's just me. But before we start today's episode, besties, do not forget that you can follow You Against You podcast on both Instagram and TikTok, which is You Against You pod.bydeja. So again, You Against You pod.bydeja. It's been a while since I said that. Dang. And then you can also follow my personal social media. So my YouTube is Deja Nicole. My TikTok and my main Instagram is Deja_Nicole_. My Bookstagram / book talk is Deja Cozy Corner. And my author page is author Deja Scrivener. So both for my Instagram and TikTok for my author page, and all that information will be in the show notes down below. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're listening to this on Spotify, don't forget to leave a comment and follow and leave a rating. And if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a rating and review. I love reading the reviews, but I would love to have some more. It actually help push out the podcast to new listeners. So that's why I'm encouraging y'all to do that. But let's just get into the episode. So the first thing that you can do to romanticize this summer season, as we talking as of now, because it is literally the summer. Technically, it's still spring. Summer starts on June 20th. I think this year, either the 20th or the 21st, and it is June 14th. So yeah, I had to look at my little flippable calendar on my desk, but you can start doing these now. So the first thing you can do to romanticize the summer season is to wake up early, and you can do a sunrise walk and or do yoga or mat pilates while watching the sunrise. So I feel like you should do this because it's not too hot, but it's not too cold, and you can just literally do this in your neighborhood. So basically, when the sunrise is coming up, is happening, you can listen to your favorite podcast. You can do a little meditation while walking, and you can just listen to something, and you can walk while the sun is rising to begin this new day. It can actually boost your mood, it can boost your dopamines, and it can really help you feel better because one, you're getting natural vitamin D, and then two, you also move your body. And then you can also even do mat pilates or even doing yoga outside while the sunrise is happening. Now, if you want to know how you can know what time the sunrise is, just Google it. If your Google have your location, it should let you know. And yeah, so that's the first thing I feel like everyone should do. Would I want to do this? Yes, but I just have to make a set morning routine, which is my goal for the summer, to have that set morning routine so I can have that and do that, because I would love to actually like walk or do something outside while the sun is rising. But also, it has been cloudy lately, and it also has been gloomy lately, and it also has been like not been like summer. It has been raining, so where I live. So that's why this is something I'll probably do later in June or early July, because that's when it's warmer the most and feels like summer, because it's not feeling like summer where I live. So yeah. So the next thing you can do is walk barefoot in grass while grounding yourself in nature. So you're just connecting yourself with nature. I know a lot of people might be iffy about this, especially during this time of the year. This is when the bugs come out. This is, people get ticks and this and that. I just feel like try to do it when the grass is cut, because it's less likely you wouldn't see a bug, so you won't step on that bug, or ticks are not more likely in short grass than tall grass. Plus, you're feeling the nature. You're just being connected with the earth, and you're being surrounded what God has created, and it is also a way to boost your mental health. I feel like when it's warmer, a lot of people like to do things outside. A lot of people like to do things that they can do outside, but also in a healthy way. So you doing this can actually help boost your mood. And yeah. So the next thing is visit your local flower like area, like garden in a way. I don't know how to like I don't know how to like put this flower field. Bingo. So visit your local flower field. I think there's one or two here in Clarksville, but there's a lot like in like outside or outskirts of Nashville or in Nashville just because it's a bigger city. But I would love to do this with either someone soon or just with a friend just because one, I love flowers, and two, I just know it's a cute Pinterest moment if you post pictures on Pinterest. It's also a cute Instagram moment, and you're getting free flowers. I don't think they pay you or charge you for the flowers. So you're getting free flowers when you're going to these flower fields if they allowed you to pick them, and you can actually see how these flowers are in its natural habitat than going to the store and purchasing them. So yeah. The next one is having a picnic. I would love to have this soon. I don't know how soon, but I would love to have a picnic. I just have to like really not like do it when it's not hot, but do it like when it's not cloudy or not too hot. I don't know why I said not hot. Summer is hot. Why would I say that? But do it when it's not cloudy and do it when it's not like very hot. Like when it's in the 70s, low 80s, I would probably want to have a picnic just because I love having picnics when I was like younger, so that's like probably going to heal my inner child. Plus you can wear like a cute dress, you can get your friends or your significant others, or you can even have a solo date and have a picnic and like bring your laptop, download it with your favorite Netflix shows or movies, or bring your favorite books and then listen to music and just eat your favorite foods and snacks and read that favorite book or watch that favorite movie, and just having something and can like being surrounded by nature. Because I'm gonna tell you this, I haven't had a picnic in a while, but I have read outside, and it is very very therapeutic being around nature, but also doing something that I love doing. And you're eating outside, but you're also surrounding yourself by nature, and you're still getting your like self or giving yourself natural vitamin D, because there's a lot of people that do lack vitamin D. So when you're outside, you're getting that natural vitamin D. But please, when you're doing these activities, besties, please wear sunblock, and please bring some, because sunblock can last for a couple of hours, so you always have to reapply it. So yeah. The next thing is creating a summer mood board slash vision board. And I talked about this in the beginning of the episode, but just creating a summer mood board on either Canva, you just download pictures from Pinterest and you're just making a collage that way, or you can go on Pinterest and type it summer vision board or summer mood board 2025 with a bunch of emojis, and you're just saving pictures on that. I might do that, but like you can save pictures to one, things that you want to do in the summer, or two, things that can help you get into the summer spirit, because a lot of people don't like summer because it's just too damn hot. So yeah, but those are some ways that you can do to romanticize summer, and that is making a mood board. The next thing is going to the fair. I actually went to the fair the beginning of this month. Actually, no, the last day of second to last day of May, because it was open where I was live. Like it was like active and open where I live. And it was just a blast, especially going on the Ferris wheel. I won a stuffy. Someone won me a little like stuffed animal Rottweiler that I have on my bed. And it was just so fun. It was just a vibe. Going to the fair during the summertime is such a vibe. It's such like a cool vibe. I would say you can go out with your significant other, or as a first time date, or even as with a group of friends. You can even go by yourself. It's just a vibe. You are literally eating expensive carnival food, having tickets or a little stamp on your hand to get on rides, and you're just acting like a kid. Because when you're on these carnival rides, you're acting like a kid. You're healing your inner child. And I feel like no matter what age, it doesn't matter what age you are, you're going to always experience and love roller coasters. So yeah. The next thing to do is to host or go to a bonfire. I've been to a bonfire, but that was when I was in high school and around October. But you can also host one in the summertime. A lot of people do one or host one or go to one during the fall, but I also feel like you can also go to one during summer as well. If you're going to like a little summer trip with your friends, you can do this. It's always fun to get to do it with your family, to do it with your friends. You're reconnecting some things, catching up, all of that. You can have a barbecue while having this. It's just fun. It sets the vibe. It sets a chill mood while doing this. Plus, who does not want to, enjoy the sunset while having a bonfire going on and having music played? It also feels like you're in a little summertime movie if you think about it, because if you think about it, in summer like theme movies, they have bonfires happening with a group of friends or family, and then they have like a cookout. So host one, get some friends and be like, hey, we should either rent out a Airbnb and do this, or we can have this at someone's place and do this. We can have the bonfire here. I bring the food. We can grill here, and we can just all bring sides and all of that, and boom, you have planned a bonfire. So yeah. The next one is, which I kind of like skipped to, so we're gonna go to those two before we go to the last three. So the next one is going in front of your mirror, putting on your headphones, or even playing the music out loud and dancing in front of your mirror. When I tell you, this is so me, the introvert of me, because I'm a huge introvert. So this is like introvert self right now. When I was making this list for this video and doing my research on what should I tell my listeners on how can they romanticize their summer, and I was like, dance in front of the mirror. They can have their summer playlist going on, and if you have like a full-length mirror, pretend that you are performing in in front of people in a concert. Have like a remote control or something, or a hairbrush. Pretend it's a microphone and just freaking lip sync to the song that you're listening to and dance in front of the mirror. It is so fun. I love doing this. I always do this. Even sometimes if I can't go to sleep, besties, I'm not lying. If I cannot go to sleep, I will put on my AirPods at freaking 1 a.m. and do this. I actually done this last summer. Now that I'm thinking about it, I did this last summer. Before my birthday, and I was dealing with like a lot of BS shit. A guy used me. I was dealing with me trying to figure out where is my case going against my ex who abused me. There was a lot going on, so I literally could not go to sleep. When I overthink a lot and there's a lot of shit on my mind, I can't go to sleep. So I literally put on my AirPods. I have these like little bulb lights around like my bed and around my window, and I literally had those on. My TV was on, and I grabbed my TV remote and I literally put my volume up on max. When it's late at night, I put my headphones on and do this because I live with people. I live with my family. And I literally danced in front of my mirror like I was having my own concert in front of like 1,000 people. And let me tell you, I love it. I was the main character, okay? And that's all that matters. And you have to feel that. You have to be like that. It sometimes feels like you're in a movie. It feels like you're in like a little like summer themed TV show, and you've probably seen this on TV or in movies when women who are single and they are enjoying their lives and they're literally listening to music and they have a hairbrush or a TV remote and they're dancing and singing in front of the mirrors. Be that person, be that character, because this is your life. So be that main character. So yeah. The next one is Going to the farmer market. Farmer markets are back in session. They've been back in session for some places April, some places March, some places May. My goal is to go to a farmer's market this year. I would love to go to a farmer's market on my birthday. Cause there's a farmer's market that always open like every first Sunday of the month, and my birthday is on a Sunday. It's the first Sunday of July, so I would want to go to a farmer's market on my birthday. I'm the next someone to do that, to take me on a farmer's market, and I will vlog it. I would literally vlog that for my birthday for YouTube and get my freebies, go to the bookstore, all of that jazz. Like, I will literally vlog me doing that. But I want to do that. I would want to look cute, wear a maxi skirt, wear like a maxi skirt with a cute, like, summer type shirt and a tote bag and go to the farmer's market. And that's my goal for this year, is for my birthday, go to the farmer's market and pretend like I'm in a movie or something and enjoying my birthday, because I know I'm that girl. I'm 23. I'll be 23 that day. Yeah, that's my goal. But no, for real, going to a farmer's market, getting you some fresh produce, supporting small businesses, it's all the vibes. Plus, you can meet new people. I swear, I'm always having interactions with people when I'm going to the farmer's market, because they have dogs, and I love dogs. So, yeah. The next thing is going on a road trip. This is like I was talking about going, like, doing, like, planning this, like, when you're doing a bonfire. So why not just plan a road trip with your significant other or your friend or a group of friends, and y'all can rent out an Airbnb and just stay there for a bit, or go to different cities in different states, or visit different states and do it that way. Yes, it can be pricey, but sometimes just traveling can really release your mind and to release all the worries that you have. And plus, you're making great memories, you're visiting new places. So yeah, the first so we're on the last three. Okay, so the next thing is making a life list. So this is actually based on a movie that I watched recently called The Life List on Netflix with what's her name? Man, I forgot what was her name, but she was in Purple Heart, that movie. She was also the main character in that movie. But Sophia Carson. So Sophia Carson starred in this movie. But literally, it's just making a life list. You can do one for the summer, or you can do it until like the next year. I did mine for the next 5 years, just because I have a lot of big goals that I want to achieve in the next 5 years. But you can just set a timeline and to just achieve those things. And yeah, but making a little list for yourself to things that you want to achieve by a certain time. Next one is creating a summer playlist. I think I told y'all that, just songs that you know that you enjoy the summer. And then last thing is making a smoothie. I made a smoothie a couple weeks ago, and it was so bomb. It was so good. It was literally some frozen fruits with flax seeds. I forgot what the other thing is, but it's very good for your hair and nails and skin, and honey, and it was so good. So yeah. But hold up. But that is it for today's episode, besties. I really hope that you loved today's episode. Before we close down today's episode, besties, again, the quote of today's episode is, "Beauty begins in the moment you decide to be yourself." The affirmation of today's episode, besties, is, "I'm a badass with a good heart." The journal prompt of today's episode is, "What do you like to do? What do you like about the summer season? Not to do, but what do you like about the summer season?" And again, you can follow You Against You podcast on both Instagram and TikTok at You Against You by Deja. I really do hope that you liked today's episode, and you can follow all my other social medias that will be in the show notes down below. And remember, it's you against you, not you against the world. And remember to always follow your goals no matter what. And I'll see y'all in the next episode, besties. I love you guys, and bye.